Men Talk Podcast. Say it loud. Brooklyn in the room.
Nah, you know what? The switch was hardcore. It was like, yo, God, like I said, he said, you owe me. So my first song was Thankful.
Which is
That
cool.
was cool.
That's just cool.
And I got a buzz off of that. Mm-hmm. And people was like, yo, I love this song, Thankful. And I would come out and I would do a lot of some shows locally. And then
You used to perform?
I used to perform.
You're holding out on us, B. Don't
I-
hold us out.
listen,
Don't hold
I
out
did-
on us. You used to
I
come
did
out in the back
everything,
with
yeah.
the mic in your hand.
I had the mic in my
You
hand.
had a crew or you were by yourself?
I was me and my man Cooley Chat.
Cooley Chat. Talk to him. What's up,
and
Cooley?
Tabitha, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
My wife. So
That's
we
it.
would go out, and my girl Utopia too, because she became my manager as well. And also I want to say Yvonne, nah, that's her mother. What's her name? I forgot. She was our manager as well. But I went out, I started doing these shows. Of course, you know, your first one, you trying to get the feel of it. Then me as a person, I had people taping, and then I started studying, and this is what I need to do. So I started to put me a little set together.
Right.
And when I came out, I know one thing, a lot of people like my performances.
That's
If you
good.
didn't feel the songs, they might have been a little old school. But by the time you left, they was like, yo, I didn't know it was that, you could do that.
Right.
And I heard what you said,
Right.
which was very scriptural based, very uplifting, and people were left on a high note.
That's good. That's good. We can definitely talk about that. You know, I'm an underground rapper too. I told you, but
That's right.
we're not going to talk about me. But there's so much of what I want to talk about with the film. And as we look around, I see all of these pieces of equipment, and these are all in your possession. What was your first piece of equipment where you started to actually build your studio? Do you remember? Was it a camera? Was it a light? Was it a lens? Was it a mic?
Okay, so when I first started doing the filming, it was a camera.
It was a camera?
I had a Canon. It was a Canon. It was a handheld camera. Canon. I bought it for like $528.
You remember, huh?
Yes.
You remember. That's good.
And it had the lens. It was good in low light. It was definitely kind of decent. And I used to do music videos for people with that camera.
Wow.
And people used to always come and they used to call me out. And how I got into doing music videos for other people was my wife was like, you know, Barry, you're not making no money doing these shows. Because I used to print my own CD, DVD, CDs, everything. I had
True underground.
Yeah, true. I was
Back of the trunk, pop in
Yes.
the trunk.
I wasn't that type of hustler though.
But you had the conceptually, you were
right.
right.
I would package it all up.
Right.
But then when my wife was told me, you know, she's like, man, this ain't working. And I was like, it's not. She said, but the videos though, people calling you for that.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Because
I
not
like
a lot
that.
of people had the cameras. Not a lot of people could show themselves in the image they wanted to.
And I was already doing like special effects.
Right.
Because I was, again, self-taught. When you self-taught, you try everything. When you go to school, you start doing basic concepts. And basic concepts don't seem, anything outside of the box don't seem logical. So I'm not a logical thinker. Like
Right.
I'm a person that I got to think outside the box. I want to see everything happen. So when I started doing these videos, I'm watching movies. How can I do that effect? How can this work?
Right.
And then that's when it started to happen. And then
Right.
eventually I did go to school and I did take a class, aced it because I already knew cameras, lenses, effects, how to
Right.
edit. So I'm just going through formality now.
Right. Let me ask you this. Do you have a favorite director or producer that you see on TV or have movies that you kind of model or follow yourself behind?
I don't have, I have a whole bunch of favorites.
Because I used to
think-
like Spike Lee when he used to have the
Yeah.
screen where, you know, where the guy's drifting
Yeah.
forward or going backwards. I was
Spike-
like, I wonder how he did that effect.
That's a dope effect.
Right.
I know how to do that effect.
Okay, you do?
I do know how
Okay,
to do
we'll
that.
talk about that
Yeah.
behind the scenes,
Yes.
yeah. 'Cause I'm
Spike
like,
Lee is definitely, he's definitely in the crew because of what he did for the community and filmmaking for us as Black people.
right.
But then you got, you know, if you want to go like to Del Palma, you know what I'm saying? You talking about Scarface and
Right.
Casino and all that.
In the
That
70s,
dude is dope.
Right.
Then you want to go to, then I got my favorites like Ava DuVernay, Ryan Coogler. Come on, like there's so many now.
Right.
There's so many, and
Right.
I just can't name all of them because I love all of them.
Right.
I done got to the point where in my life where if you did it and it looks good,
Right.
I'm with you. I'm rocking with you.
I mean, the way you explain it, it's kind of like me loving basketball. There's
Right.
so many different players. Everybody has a unique way to play. They're Hall of Famers, you know. So I guess there's Hall of Famers in the movie direction also.
Yes.
You know, you're gonna like your favorites based on the type of aesthetics that you like.
Right.
So let me ask you this: what about what got you started in your first documentary that there's such a buzz about with Men Talk? Where did that happen? What was your inspiration behind creating that?
Well, my first what got me into documentary, I gotta say, my bro, Bryant or Bryant McGinnis, because so we went and did one of his documentaries on Adelaide Sanford. We went to our house up in PA,
Right.
and we did it for her, and because she knew this gentleman, Reverend Oliver, and I did not know she knew him like that. I used to go to Reverend Oliver's house because his wife used to, she was my therapist in a good way because I'm borderline crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm from Brownsville. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? So
you're not on the spectrum. Don't worry.
I'm on the spectrum.
You're on there
I'm
a
on the
little bit?
spectrum.
Okay.
I'm on the spectrum.
We'll talk about
bro.
that
I'm on
behind
the
the scenes, yeah.
spectrum. I'm an only child.
Right.
I had no brothers, but I had a lot of brothers. I will say that. But that was that's what started because Reverend Oliver, I didn't know. I'm at his house, and then one morning I wake up and I see Like It Is, and I see him on Like It Is, and I'm like, I watched that show, and I'm like, yo, this guy, I go to his house. Fast forward, because Adelaide Sanford, I was inspired to do it because I'm already doing the filming for her.
Right.
So I come back home. I said, Reverend Oliver, I want to do a documentary on you. Okay. He was promised a long time ago that he was going to be able to get a documentary done. But ended up happening, never happened. So I started doing it. Long and behold, I got him at 92.
Wow, that's great.
And when I got him, I knocked it out the park. He was so happy to see it. He had an audience. We had two, we had viewings where he talked about it. One of them, he had a brownstone. He had talked to the people. He was so happy to tell his story. And then at that moment, it was like, I'm gonna do another one. So I got a Christian hip hop one I'm doing, and then
One
whole
led to
COVID,
another.
and now it's like I'm on the Christian hip hop one, but I did the Men Talk because I had promised the men because of I told them I was gonna step up.
Right.
And stepping up, I did pickups. I didn't do the corner, but I did the pantry. So at that point, it was like I gotta do something different.
Right.
And then that's when the documentary came.
That's good. So before the Men Talk documentary, you had one about Christian rappers?